My name is Baba and Mwalimu Baruti. I am a husband, father, teacher, author, and African warrior scholar. Today, I'm going to take a few moments to share with you a brief synopsis on the content of one of my books. I was asked a number of years ago to write a book for younger warriors on the front line. By younger, I mean, teens in their 20s, maybe in their 30s. To write a book for them that was easy to read. And even though I think my writing is kind of easy to read. But they wanted, this individual put in a request for a book that was easy to read, that didn't tell young folk what to do, that just gave them ideas about how things should be so that then they can act on that to correct it in the way that they see fit. So I tried to put together a number of the areas that warriors, I think that they needed to have some definition and some clarity in order to be the kind of warriors we need. And of course, we know that warriors are servants. That was part of it, but personal definitions like a warriors, the kind of enemies, how warriors should define enemies, how warriors should go about the business of complementarity, of relationships, of how warriors should dress. Not to dictate to them how to dress, but in terms of them thinking about the perception to themselves and others in this world of them as warriors in terms of what they wore and how they said things and how they treated each other. So a message to the warrior. In fact, this is the only book that I have written outside of the books of poetry. This is the only book that doesn't have a bibliography. There are no endnotes in here, even though there's a reading list. There are no endnotes in here, so it's a book that can be read straight through. The chapters are short. They deal with particular topics dealing with warriorhood. There is no order in which they need to be read, but all of them deal with some aspect of warriorhood. Everything in from rites of passage, lots of charts and graphs, if you will, so that people can get a sense of how things work when they work best well on the front line. I hope that you have found this video interesting, informative, and insightful. If you want to purchase this book, please click on the Add to Cart button. Your purchase helps inspire me to continue writing books for the education of our people and to develop a new generation of African warrior scholars in our African-centered school, the Ankabet Institute. Thank you for your time. Abibi Fahodie.